Hi, this is Daniel Odio. I am an entrepreneur, live in the Washington, D.C. area, and I'm a co-founder of a company called Pointabout. Today is the 2nd of October of 2008, and I've decided to do a video blog about my experience starting Pointabout. So I'm not going to release this until the information that I blog about is public knowledge, so there will be a delay between when I take this and when you see it. But there's just so much learning that we're doing as we go through this process. I can't bear not to capture it somehow, because I've been an entrepreneur for about 10 years, and as an entrepreneur who's been through a lot of the difficulties of startups, I just know that there's a lot to share. So let me start by giving you kind of a synopsis of where we are today. We started Pointabout in June of 2008, and we've been at it full time for a couple of months. My background is in real estate. I started a real estate company about 5 years ago, so I've been bootstrapping in the real estate world for 5 years. Did not take any investment for that company. Prior to that, I was involved in a startup in the 2000-2001 time period that did take VC money and subsequently failed when the dot-com bubble burst. So I've had a bad experience taking money. Looks like we'll be taking money again. We're going to try to do it in a smart way with the right people this time, and so I'm looking forward to seeing how that plays out. One of the things that's really hard about being an entrepreneur, especially with startups, is that you just can feel like you're working years and years and years without a payoff. And one of the things that I've found with Pointabout is that the 5 years that I spent bootstrapping the real estate company, which is Odio Real Estate, is paying off now. That company is alive and well, and it's running. I'm not involved in the day-to-day operations of it like I was, but it is allowing me the luxury of focusing on this new startup Pointabout. So I would really emphasize that although you may feel like what you're doing is not paying off and it's not easy and you're just dedicating your life to it, because I know how it is in a startup. You do dedicate your life to it. It's like having a child, which I don't have children, but I know what having a child is like, because a startup's the same thing. It keeps you up at night. You're always thinking about it. You put all your resources and love and care into it. I mean, it's just everything that has to do with having children is what starting a company is like. And so I would just say to anybody who's out there and who's been hitting the pavement hard for years upon years and is not feeling like there's a payoff, A, there will be a payoff if you try hard enough and you believe in it, and B, there's this concept of the dip, which is a book that I'd highly recommend that you read, which talks about how a lot of people give up right before something is successful, and if it's going to be successful, it probably won't be as easy as you would have hoped or expected that it would have been. So those are some initial thoughts. I'll be checking in periodically and hoping to be able to share my experiences and my learning as we go through the process. So signing off. Thanks.